What's up, party people?
Welcome back to the Commitment Issues podcast.
I was joking about putting that on my finger, and then I forgot that, I really shouldn't do that because then it's gonna fall. But yes, welcome back. I know you're all so excited to be here, as much as excited as we are to be here.
You look so thrilled.
I'm trying to be comedic, Morgan. Bunny in the background, what's good? Yeah. I have sunglasses like those. Not on me, but I have them.
So welcome back to episode 20. We've
How
made
did we
it so
get here?
far. How did we end up talking? Nice.
Shout out Five Sauce. But yes, episode 20, what an exciting little milestone. It might be like, people might be like, that's only 20 episodes. What are you celebrating for? It's a huge deal to us.
Also, we're
because,
coming up on a year of the Commitment Issues podcast. Episode 21 is probably going to be like around that time. So,
who's excited? Who wants
Holy
merch? Sound off in the comments. Who wants it?
I want it.
Maybe we should just make an entire episode about us designing merch, but it'll be like shirts, hats, tote bags, pins, stickers.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want to make some pins. I feel like that'd be fun.
Right? I think so too. But let's get into today's topics.
I'm so excited to talk about this. It's been way too long since we've done our last episode. But if y'all remember, or if y'all follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, why not?
Go follow us right now.
Come on. Austin Knight saw our last post. We recreated, it was like right around the time that Give Me a Break was released. It was like the week after that. We literally recreated the Give Me a Break album cover for our last Instagram post. We did tag him, so like, yeah, he would have seen it.
But still pretty cool.
Yeah, literally, I think I accidentally posted it 12 hours early, but still later that day, I went on Instagram because I was like, oh, maybe somebody liked the post because I wasn't receiving any notifications for whatever reason. It was like, fuck you. And then I was staring at it and it just said Austin Knight with like the blue check mark. And I was like, holy shit, like what? And then it hit me. I was like, oh my God, that's real. Austin Knight saw our post.
He saw our faces.
He saw my photography work. Like, holy shit. That's
Yes,
crazy. I say that as if it wasn't my mom standing over me while I'm like directing her through the camera. Like my camera connects to my phone. So I was like directing her to be like, hold it like this, like no, like this, because when I tell you tripods, they suck.
Yeah.
Tripods are not fun to work with.
Especially when you see the leg of the tripod in it and you're just like, what am I to do about that?
Yeah. Plus my camera looked like it was gonna fall on our faces and I was a little afraid.
Yeah.
So thanks, Mom.
It was just like, I feel like that experience was just so much fun because I feel like, not that we like haven't collabed on stuff because hello, we have a podcast together.
Yeah.
But like, it was in that moment where it was like Morgan editing the photo and then like me bringing it into Photoshop to like edit the notebook. And I was just like, oh my God, it feels like we're so collaborative. The girlies are collaborating.
And it paid off. It very
Yes,
much
it
paid
did.
off.
Austin Knight, get on the podcast right now. Come here.
Come tell us information about Water Park 6.
We know it's coming.
Yes, we do.
It's wearing that
Oh my God.
beanie.
This got really off topic. Did you see that last night Taylor Swift performed?
No, where?
I cannot remember who she got on stage with, but I saw a video of her performing Shake It Off at some other concert for some random ass band. Apparently Travis likes this band.
Oh.
So it was like TEA or some TEH. I don't remember what the abbreviation was and I have no clue what it stands for, but she was there.
Okay.
She performed.
Okay.
So
Travis must have been losing his mind. Like, oh my God, that's my
Probably.
girlfriend up there with one of my favorite music groups.
mind you, this is all from Twitter, so I'm not. All I saw the. I'm like, I don't know exactly who this band was or like how in relation she is to these people, but like people are saying that Taylor Swift TS13 is coming.
Okay.
It's probably got to be her best one. 13 is her lucky number, so like.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna be like anything we've ever heard before. Oh my God, wait. I'm sorry. You just reminded me when you mentioned Twitter. Did you see that Sabrina Carpenter has an alternate cover to Man's Best Friend?
I did, but I didn't look at it.
Can
Can we talk about her album cover? Like the main one?
We can, yeah. Have you been like I haven't like I've heard about discussion of it, but I haven't fully been that deep in it.
I'm
But yeah.
17 and afraid of Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Basically Sabrina is posing like a dog
Mm-hmm.
wearing a like man's best friend,
Yeah.
uh on her new album cover, and it has caused so much discourse that it's not even like it's hilarious, don't get me wrong, but it's like not even funny how much people are either like hating on it or like this is a genius concept.
Yeah. And I mean like I've seen people talk about how like it makes them I almost said uncomfortable. That is not a word. Uncomfortable. And to which I get where they're coming from. I really do. And I think that's why she might have chosen to do like an alternate cover. It's like all in black and white and it's like her it looks like a party scene sort of. I might be wrong.
My thing is she does a lot of alternate covers. I don't think she did one for Emails I Can't Send, but she does have one for Short and Sweet, which is
Mm-hmm.
her on the this like garden looking chair.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been known to do them.
Yeah.
Um, it's pretty cool though. I mean, I like when artists have like alternate alternate things. Because I know like Water Parks does that. Five Sauce does it too. They have like one cover for every member sometimes. Usually, actually, I think they do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm really sorry you said that, and I was just like thinking so hard. Like the gears were smoking
See,
in my head. I was like,
Intellectual
wait a
Property
minute.
had the Target cover.
Yeah,
I don't remember if
true.
it had any other basic covers or not.
I think it might have just been those two, if I'm being
I know what's it
honest.
called? Greatest Hits. Greatest Hits had
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the like tricolor one for every member thing going on too, which was
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool.
I saw the my biggest in search of, oh my God, please, if anybody
If
has them,
anybody
please
just
give
has a
them to me.
plain greatest hits, you want to let me know? Because like I would love a plain greatest hits or any of the colored ones. I don't mind.
I need Double Dare and Entertainment too, but that's
I
getting off
need
topic. I'm sorry.
I need entertainment and I need no, I just got fandom, so I just need greatest hits and entertainment.
There you go. Dynamic duo.
I should go back to that place I got fandom at and see if they got any more in.
You should.
That was the only water parks thing I've ever found. It was in like King of Prussia, this record place, and I've never found any water parks there except for that one time when I saw fandom and I was like, that is mine. It is mine. I am taking it. My
hmm
child.
I'm snatching that up right now. Thank you. Mm.
I'm literally in love with my CDs. I need more CDs.
CD girly. Who doesn't love being a CD girly?
I just
Physical
got
media.
I just got Freak of Nature and Joyride the Pale Horse from Heart Attack Man. So
I kind of forgot that you got those
so did
recently, which
I.
is crazy because I was with you when you purchased them.
So, fun fact, we just saw Heart Attack Man twice last weekend.
Twice because why not?
Why not? We saw them once in Philly and then once in Allentown, which fun fact, I don't know why I keep saying fun fact. Please put me out of my misery. I driving in Allentown and parking is so much cheaper. Why is it $11? We were parked there for like 6 hours. It was $11. Also, we parked in, it was called the Spiral, and going leaving, it was literally like,
We were like, woo.
I was like, holy shit.
And you might be thinking, gee, I wonder why they called it that. That is
I
why.
think you said something as you were going down it, and you were like, this is why they call it the Spiral. And I was like, I did not process what you were talking about.
Girlie was just trying to get out of the parking garage, so I do not blame her.
Driving in Allentown is weird. Not as weird as Philly, but it's still weird. I'm not a city
Yeah.
driver. Like I don't like driving in cities, but
I mean, to be fair, who does enjoy it? Especially if you're driving like I don't know. Whenever I see like the bands driving like the vans and they're like trailers, I'm just like
yeah.
that fucking blows.
Remember when we were outside? I think it was when we were outside Knox and like it was so bad. All the driving because you're literally on like the city streets and
Yeah, right in the middle of
ambulances
it.
couldn't get past buses. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And fire trucks, it was a lot. But yeah. But we survived and we had a great time, I would
We
say.
did.
Hammy always puts on the best
I
shows.
love
Like
Hammy.
hands down. I feel like Hammy like honestly never misses.
Hammy, if you want to come on the podcast, DM us. Dear Seattle, if you want to come on the podcast, they were the openers. Holy shit, they were so good.
Yeah.
They were so fun. We listened to them like all the way to Allentown. It was like we just had to.
Yeah. Me and Morgan made it like our life's mission to be like, we need to at least know some of the words. That way, when they're up there, we can like try and like sing along. Couple of problems with that.
We couldn't hear.
Yes, we could not hear at all.
It wasn't because we were like it was so loud. It was literally because the backing music was louder than the mics.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because I was like trying to listen and I was like, I don't know what part of the song we're at, but I know the words, but I don't know the words because I don't know where we're at.
Yeah. It was just like, okay, we're really trying our hardest.
So
it's okay.
In Allentown, though, it was funny because we were barricade. We were in the same side of barricade that we were on in Philly, and we were trying our best to sing along. And the one lead guy from Dear Seattle saw us, and he got so happy. I was like, that's so funny. And then he shouted us out at some point, like in the middle of their set. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was just like, "Aw, we're so memorable."
Did you hear? There was a girl. When he was like, these girls were at Philly, somebody else was like, we were there too.
That's really funny. I did not hear
you
God, say
somebody
that.
said that, and I was like, oh damn. Like,
okay, like, it's okay. Like, awesome. I'm glad you were in Philly. I'm just like,
I don't know if they were like upset or if they were like, what's going on? Like, we were there.
I mean, I wouldn't think they would be upset. I'd be a little shocked if they were upset. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, we just like we're trying so hard to be because like they were just so good and like we tried to say like talk to them after the show too, but for some fucking reason they just disappeared. And I mean we talked to the bassist and he was super nice.
He was really nice. He's the one that sold us our merch.
Yeah, shout out to him. I'm really sorry, we're still learning names, so like forgive us.
I know the lead singer's name is Bray or something like that.
Yeah. Something along those lines. Trust. Well,
they're very Australian.
Oh my God, we're gonna like literally every time we listen to them, we're just like, oh my God, this is the most Australian sounding individuals ever.
Like, I don't even think Five Sauce and Stand Atlantic have never sounded this Australian to me. They're so Australian.
Like when they sing, you just like you like listen to it and you're like, wow, you are Australian, and that is crazy.
It's crazy to me that you're Australian.
I don't know. I guess it's just because like growing up like listening to One Direction, they didn't sound like they had accents. Like they didn't sing with an accent. And when you hear people sing with accents, it's just like catches you off guard, I feel.
You know what catches me off guard? The fact that now like you said, Louis, like they never sang with accents. Now, if you hear Louis sing, he has such an accent in his songs that it's like so noticeable. Same thing with like Youngblood. He sings with an accent too.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I feel like I kind of always heard his though.
Well, no, because Louis? Or
no, Youngbloods. Or Doms, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know why Dom was the first word. I'm like, I always call him Youngblood. So.
I mean, like, that is his name, you know? Like, what are you gonna do?
Very true. But, like, it's so interesting that, like, sometimes people will have, like, such distinct accents when singing. Although I think Harry doesn't sing with an accent, but I don't think he has a very strong accent.
Mm-hmm.
Zayn, I don't think sings with an accent either.
Mm-hmm.
Niall definitely does not sing with an accent.
Yeah.
Although he isn't British, I almost called him Australian.
He's Irish.
My coworker would be so mad at me if I called him Australian.
Fine, it was an honest mistake. And I didn't think like Liam, I don't ever think he ever sounded like he sang with
He never, I don't think so.
Mm.
You know what's hilarious to me is that 5 Seconds of Summer are losing their accents.
I know.
It's
Everybody brings it up and I'm just like, oh guys, they're just living here now and it just goes away, unfortunately.
Michael doesn't, he has like the faintest remnants of an accent.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I know. It's like, what happened?
Ashton, I think, was always the most Australian.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like I act like I hear them talk so often,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to Dear Seattle. They were awesome and I miss them and they need to come on the podcast.
They need to come back to Philly so we can go see them perform.
That's so true.
They were so fun to watch.
That they were.
The band after them, Carpool, they were funny.
They were so funny and like should I tell them about what I did? Um, I was so annoying about this on my Twitter, and by so annoying, I mean I tweeted about it maybe twice. Um, but the one, I don't know. See, okay, here's the thing about Carpool. I'm so confused as to who's in that band because whoever was on stage was not who was in like the covers, like the main, like the front man, I guess. I was like, okay, yes, like I see you. Where the fuck is everybody else? Like, why does it not look like
Also,
everybody in the photo is
in
there?
Philly, there was less people on stage than there was in Allentown. So, like, who's in the band?
Not a clue. Literally so confused. Anyways, but whoever was playing bass, I was joking with Morgan and also like when we were in Philly, I said hi to Lar and Lee who were like next to us. I was like, "Oh my God, like shit, is that role model up there?" So me being like the dipshit that I am, for some reason I just get this confidence during concerts. It's happened more recently, not like this happens all the
Yeah.
time. But like sometimes I just get so like smart assy or like I just act like an asshole and I'm just like, this would be so funny. And I thought it would be funny to hold up a picture of role model and say, "Is this you?" To which I did end up holding it up and he did see it. And then he like leaned forward to look at the photo and then was like, no.
He had no clue who it was, which made it so funny.
Not a clue. And then I was gonna hold up another photo again in Allentown, and then I was like,
We
you
should
know
leave this
what?
poor man alone.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think as funny as it would be, I feel like I need to leave this.
Also, the lead singer, I swear to God, looked like Delwater Gap. Only that one very specific picture of Delwater Gap where he has like a bandana on and like you can see his hair out of it. Because he had a bandana on and it just gave him such Delwater Gap vibes. But then is at some point the bandana fell off and I was like, no, you lost it. Like without it,
Lost me
he's not.
there.
Without it, he's not Delwater Gap.
So true.
I
That
was
water gap disappeared.
Delwater Gap's coming out with a new album soon. He
Okay.
hasn't announced like he announced that he's working on it. I don't know if he's like started rollout or anything, but like Delwater Gap.
Hey BFF.
Hey, BFF.
I was gonna say the last thing oh my God, but I can't remember what song they played in Allentown. Why am I blanking?
Which
That
one?
like wasn't originally on the set list or like wasn't played in Philly.
Hammy or
Hammy.
Hammy played they played Spit in Philly and then Call of the Void in Allentown.
The look on Morgan and my
Morgan and Eyes.
the look on our faces like when Call of the Void started playing, I genuinely
'Cause
stood there for like a whole 2 minutes like
because we were like, what security was left and like these girls really like this song or something. Because like, what the fuck?
they were like literally like, are y'all okay? Is everything? No,
I was like, holy shit.
it's fine. We were fine. It was just like I was so excited and I couldn't process it and I was just like,
Because we were like, I was expecting Lay Down and Die.
yeah.
And then he went Call of the Void, and I was like, wait a second, like that's not right. That's not what I had going on in my head. Like, no, no, no.
That's not I just remembered that I cheered so loudly before he played that because he was like, "This is a song about dying," and I went, "Woo!" And I was literally so loud, and Morgan looked at me like the look of horror upon her face. She's just like, "Why did you just do that?" I think it's funny when people do that sometimes. Did I think more people were gonna cheer? Well,
I
yes,
think
yes.
you were like one of like five.
Not even. I feel like one of two or three. That was so funny.
You were definitely the last.
Well, you gotta be enthusiastic. And if we're, hey, no, because listen right here. We talked to Eric after the show, and Morgan asked him a question about
I
Joyride the Pale Horse.
So the song Joyride the Pale Horse. This is after Philly, by the way. We didn't he I don't think he came out after Allentown. So after the show in Philly, we see him and I'm like, I'm gonna ask him about this song because the lyrics to Joyride the Pale Horse are Joyride the Pale Horse. I've got a secret handshake with Elvis. What does that mean? Like, so I asked him this, and when let me tell you, he could not explain it. He was like trying so hard. He was like, well, you see, it's like a metaphor for dying. It's like a million different ways to say die, like I want to die, but I'm fine, I promise. And I was like, holy shit, dude. It's like I believe you.
Yes, I believe you.
You wrote a whole album about sounding like you wanted to die, but yeah, I believe you.
Poops is okay.
He's okay. But yeah, the way I couldn't even get a straight answer out of Eric was really funny. Also, shout out, we got set lists.
Oh yeah, I got Morgan, being the sweet angel that she is, got me a Hammy set list. Oh my God, wait, did I get your Dear Seattle?
Yeah, you did.
Literally, like I got Dear Seattle from Morgan and she got me Hammy. Crazy.
Dear Seattle is displayed in my room right now, along with the little ticket from the parking garage. Because for some reason, I just love saving little parking garage tickets.
Why not? I'll like never forget me getting that, but being like, "Excuse me, sir." I was so formal about it for some reason, but at least I wasn't rude as fuck, being
No.
like, "Hey, yo, bitch, give me that."
Give me that. We were so confused though because I couldn't tell if the drummer had one, but I wanted to ask for the set list before anyone else did. Somebody else was louder than me and got it. So I tried to ask again, they didn't hear me. And then thankfully Kaitlyn got it. But we couldn't tell if the drummer had one because it was just like you couldn't see that far. And luckily it was a set list. So I got a set list and I'm so excited about it.
Although I thought they had one more because somebody else wanted one too. And I was like, oh, call them. Like, I don't know. I would have gotten it and like given it to the other people, but I like just I thought I legitimately thought they were gonna say something because like they weren't that far away.
Yeah.
And they were also like the people like not directly next to us, but like next to the people next to us.
Yeah.
So confusing. But like, yeah. 2 people away from us. Whatever.
There was some oh my God, you know what else we did? We crowd surfed for the first time. I was like, I was like, I had it written down and everything, and I totally forgot about that.
Our biggest accomplishment.
It's been on my bucket list for so long, but I've never worked up the courage for it because I was just like too anxious to do it. But we were like, we want to crowd surf in Hammy.
We want to crowd surf in Hammy. The town of Hammy. Anyway.
We wanted to crowd surf to Hammy for the first time. We make it through all like first of all, the crowd was really small. It was like weirdly small. Like for a venue that was that size, you would be like, where is everybody?
Yes. It was a nice venue though.
It was a very nice venue. I think it's a new venue. Like they just recently opened.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense because it did seem very modern.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It gave me Great Gatsby vibes, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was like I feel like they had a lot of like I don't want to say gold.
It was like gold and green.
Yeah. It was very like dark green, the like font of like the actual Archer City Music Hall. Is that what it was called?
I think it's just the Archer Music Hall.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I got confused. It's fine.
I applied there for a job. I have not heard back. Live Nation, I think, blacklisted me from applying because I've applied so many times. They're just random positions.
Live Nation, no. But yeah, like Morgan said, the crowd was very much smaller than
we would have liked.
Yeah, but it's okay.
We did see some dipping too. Then the people tried to crowd surf, so we were like, "Do we want to do it?" And then it was like the last song, and it was halfway through the last song, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's now or never!" So I was like, "Kaitlyn, I'm going." And we left Barricade. I saw this guy lifting someone up, and I went, "Hey, can you get me up?" And he did, and it was pretty fun. And then I lost my phone, but luckily security had it, so.
Yeah, and then I filmed a video of Morgan up in the air, and watching it back is actually so funny because it honestly seemed like so quiet at that point. And I was like, no.
I think because it's literally the part where he's like, "Thank you, everybody."
But to be fair, to be so fair, we were on a time crunch. Like we did had no time to fuck around. It was either get her up in the air or she's just like not going up at
Also,
all.
I need to work on my technique because I look so stiff and then I just go, whee. I'm so sorry. I just go whee and fall into the security guard.
It's so funny though. Oh my gosh. But I went up after Morgan.
I wish I got a video of it, but I did not because I was missing my phone.
Yeah, and I also lost my phone, but have no fear, we both found our phones and it was okay. It was fine. And Morgan and I are gonna work on our techniques and we're gonna be crowd surfing pros by the end of it.
We got to crowd surf the water parks next.
So, so true. And shout out to the man that helped us get up in the
He
air.
looked like he wanted to off himself, but
Yeah,
he got us up there.
he did, and I appreciate him. I said thank you. He looked really confused when I said thank you, but gotta be courteous, gotta be kind, gotta give those shout outs where you can.
Gotta love the people that live crowd surfers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank you. It was very quick too. I know we were only like 4 rows back, but it was really quick. So,
Yeah. Did you also feel like you were floating?
yes.
It was like so surreal. I was like, I didn't even feel like people's hands were on me. I just felt like I was floating. It was crazy. Which is
It was pretty
so,
cool. I felt bad. I don't know if I like kicked anyone. I don't think I did. I hope I didn't.
yeah, I hope I didn't either. Sorry if I did. But shout out to Hammy, shout out to Dear Seattle, shout out to Carpool, shout out, I'm gonna shout out Dirty NIL because we didn't talk about them, but they
Is
were
it
up there.
dirty NIL or dirty nil? Because they kept saying dirty nil.
Oh, did they?
I have no idea.
It was so
I need to talk about the fact that the guitarist,
mm-hmm.
no, was the lead singer the guitar? First of all, the lead singer looks like Dez from Austin and Ally. I swear to God,
Yeah.
he looks like an evil version of Dez. But
Morgan, you're so funny.
he kept jumping. Every time he strummed the guitar, he would like jump with it. And I was like, this is an interesting stage presence choice. The bassist, the guy from Philly, he kept like sumo stomping.
It was a little funny. He wore a suit to Philly, which I was like, okay, snazzy man. Okay.
It was his homecoming show, so I mean he had to.
He had to dress up. I get it.
That drummer just he didn't get any appreciation, I feel like.
No, and he
He-
was kind of putting his all into that.
He
not
really
gonna
was.
lie. He was really just like, but like more energetic than that.
It was so funny because before they came on stage in Philly, I saw Dez like kiss the side of the bassist's forehead. I thought that was really funny. I was like, you know they're brothers.
He gave a smooch.
He really did. I was like, that's so cute.
Right. You gotta love the bromances that go on in bands.
Speaking of bromance, Kaitlyn went to a place where you can form bromances.
Wow, what a segue that was. Let me tell you, folks.
So Kaitlyn went to a bar and she would like to tell you about the experience.
Yeah, so at this bar that I go to, they have karaoke. And like who doesn't love karaoke, right?
I love drunk karaoke. It's very fun.
It's very fun. And while I was not drunk, I had like one beer. And obviously that wasn't gonna like I wasn't gonna be like absolutely hammered from one beer. It was fine. But my friends talked me into singing because I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, no way. Not gonna happen. And then everybody went up and did it except for me. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to do it now since everybody was like, we went up and did it. We faced our fears. And I was like, okay, way to make me feel. I'm just kidding. I was like, way to make me feel bad. No. But like sometimes you gotta encourage your friends to like get up there.
Yeah.
Just have fun. It doesn't matter. Like some people sound awful. People sound like amazing, and you're just like, that's not fair.
Can
Why are you here?
can confirm I have been to a not this bar, but I've been to a bar for karaoke nights multiple times. And I have heard I've seen some interesting ones. Somebody sang Chop Suey, which is the most screamo song. And we were sitting there. Hello?
What's going on? I'm scared.
I think it might have been you that I sent a video to. I don't know who it was, but I
Oh
sent
yeah. No,
and I was literally just like the video was just me going like As like there's somebody screaming in the background. There's this guy that sounds like Frank Sinatra. I've seen him perform a few times there. Then there was two people that went up. One was like sounded really good, but was like trying way too hard for like drunk karaoke.
Yeah.
And then this other, their friend that was up there was literally like, "Give it up for them! Like they're doing so good." I was like, "Okay, calm down." Like,
Bring it down a notch.
meanwhile, me and my friends were pretty tipsy. We went up there. We sang 22 for my friend's birthday, and then me and my friend whose birthday it was, went up there and we sang "Nobody's Perfect" by Hannah Montana.
Yes. Amazing song choice.
I think there was a third song. Oh, me and her also sang oh my God, what's that Paramore song? Still Into You.
I was
One
gonna
time.
say, I was like, I don't know. I was thinking. That was my thinking face. Not my thinking face. Oh boy.
Gotta say, drunk karaoke, very fun.
Yes. Maybe we should do that for an episode now.
Oh my God, yes.
However, I just have to end this by saying I picked one of the worst songs you could ever pick to do karaoke to, and I will never be listening to Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People ever again because oh, did I butcher that so bad that the person running karaoke grabbed a mic and started singing with me because he was just like, you have to sing the words or like you're getting like
You didn't sing the words?
I didn't know like a lot of the words except for the chorus and like a bit of the beginning. And then I was like, how does this song go again? Embarrassing, might I add. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was
I'll go up with you.
so embarrassing. Like I was like trying to have fun, but like I can't watch that video.
Here's the thing. I would never go up there by myself. That's the thing.
Mm.
You will never catch me up there by myself. One of my friends that is equally terrible? Yes. Two terrible people sound good. But like me going up by myself to sing sound terrible? Absolutely not.
No, no.
No, no.
No, no. But yeah,
Damn, now I want to go to drunk karaoke.
it'd be fun.
I'm
You should
going
come next time.
Maybe I will. I'm going to Gilmore Girls trivia tomorrow. I don't know if I remember much of Gilmore Girls. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. See, this is the thing, is like I love Gilmore Girls and I love the show New Girl, but whenever people reference things, I'm like, I think it's just been a while since I've watched the show, and then I have to remember things, and sometimes I don't remember them fully, and I'm like,
Watch New Girl.
you should.
I hear it's really good.
Such a good
One
show.
time I was editing something, but I was in like the studio, so they had like New Girl on in the background, and I was watching parts of it, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is this?
And then you'll know, um, a white man broke in today. A white man! What did security do about it? Nothing. Typical! One of Schmidt's most iconic lines, I must say.
We have at my work, there is a sticker of Schmidt. I'm pretty sure. And every time I see it, I'm like, who the fuck?
What does it say?
I think it's just his face.
Oh.
I think it's literally just like a picture of him.
Oh, okay, period. I thought it would have been like, God, I don't even know. Honestly, we have a card that just has Schmidt's face on it that says Mazel Tov to the both of you. That's all it says.
Oh, pop culture.
Yep, gotta love it. But yeah, Morgan needs to watch New Girl, and that way we can talk about it because
I will have to update next episode how we do in trivia because it's me and my coworker going. I just hit my face with this. It's me and my coworker going. We'll see how that goes. I can't imagine it be very good on my end.
But have faith in yourself, Morgan.
We'll
You got
see.
this.
We'll see.
You know Gilmore Girls.
If I'm quoting anything though, it's not gonna be pretty.
Rory, why did you drop out of Yale? We used to make fun of people like this.
Oh, fuck it. I gotta rewatch that. I just watched it like earlier this year or something, and I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah. It's always fun to rewatch shows, I feel like.
I think so.
But yeah.
New Michael song.
New Michael Clifford music.
I haven't listened to the full thing because it literally just came out today, but I listened to part of it in my car and it was so good.
It was very good.
It sounds like I know everybody loves my iconic descriptions of how songs make me think. It makes
Morgan has the best descriptions of how the songs make her think. Sorry, I was just looking at the notes because I didn't have it open on my phone. Recording. But
we love recording.
mm-hmm.
Everybody thank Kaitlyn for all the work she does.
Yeah, all the work I do, like standing here, yes. Good job.
Oh, good job.
And let's thank Morgan for doing literally everything.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. But anyways, it makes me feel like we're in like jester times. Like royal brick castles, stone castles, you know,
Cobblestone ways.
jousting.
And wagons that go on the cobblestone.
A lot of jousting.
Yeah.
It really is good though.
Yes. Kill me for all. No. Kill for.
Kill Me for Always,
Kill
featuring
Me
Porter
for-
Robinson,
Mhm.
Michael Clifford, and Porter Robinson. If you want to come on the podcast and talk about your new song, be our guest. Here's a formal invite.
Yeah, here's a formal invite. Look, here it is. Dude, the crack in your elbow is crazy.
Dude, my bones just crack. It's actually insane. Sometimes I breathe and my spine cracks.
The concern? Yes, just a little bit. Just a hair. But yeah, I just feel like Michael's album as a whole is gonna be so good. And like I know it's like, oh yeah, we have like these 3 singles. It's like, but you don't know how the album. I'm like, it's already gonna sound good. Trust me.
Especially if they sound, if they like have the same vibes as these 3 songs that he's already released, like album of the year. Deserves a Grammy.
How many times can I do this?
Wow.
Wow, this reminds me, this is off topic, but like Cat's Eye came out with a new song called Gabriella, and in it they do a dance where their like hands are just like if you remember like the helicopter hands like trend from like TikTok, it's giving that.
You mean the one where they would literally like, I hope people don't.
Morgan's gonna.
I can't do it, but it was like
Yes, Morgan.
something similar, something along those lines, you know?
Yeah, wait, let me try. Morgan. Morgan, cue the beat, aka talking. And it's just like,
Why can Kaitlyn actually do it though?
But yeah, that was just my little.
Speaking of Cat's Eye, it just reminds, it's like on topic, but not really, because it's K-pop. So I'm not a big K-pop fan, but I saw this movie on Twitter, or like it was a trailer on Twitter for this movie, and it's like this K-pop band, it was like a girl group. They're like demon hunters, and it's animated. It's on Netflix. I don't remember what it's called, but I started watching it last night, and basically the demons that they're hunting send out like a boy band, like a rival boy band to try and steal the fans. And so they could like defeat the girl group. I don't know. But so I don't want to spoil it, but so far all I've gathered is that the lead singer is part demon. So she can't let that get out. But also their fans don't know that they're demon hunters. So
you know, the more that you're talking about it, the more I'm like, I've definitely seen a trailer for that. And I feel really bad because my friend texted me asking me about it. And I was like, do you mean demons? And I feel really bad now because I genuinely didn't realize it was a good thing.
So the thing is, I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, but if you open Netflix, it literally should be like the top thing that's out.
Yeah. Go check it out. Go see
it is honestly not bad. The singers sound really good.
Okay.
So I'm only like halfway through it before I got a phone call last night and had to stop watching it, but I was like, whatever. It's pretty good. Not my typical stuff. I was like, I just saw it and was like, I kind of want to watch this just to see what it is. So like, I think you would like it.
Yeah. Honestly, now that you're like mentioning it again, I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of Jihyo from Twice singing in it, but she was really fucking angry and she's just like, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what warranted this anger? What is happening? So now I'm definitely gonna have to.
They tried to have some I almost said like comedic, but like comical at the same time. So they were like blending together. That is not gonna sound right.
Mm.
They tried to have some like comedic moments, which were just like so random. Like they're in the middle of fights, but they're trying to eat their ramen or whatever. At some point,
No way. That's the comedic effect is that they're
no,
trying to eat ramen.
no. So in the middle of the fight, they're like eating ramen, but they didn't have their hot water at the beginning of the fight, so the ramen wasn't cooking, and they were mad about it. And then in the middle of like the song, mind you, it's like a song battle. They
Oh, of
pick up,
course, yes.
yeah, they pick up their ramen, and then the lead singer takes it from the other two girls and is like, no, and then stops them and is like, it has to cook for 3 minutes. And mind you, this is like the beginning. This is straight up the beginning of this movie.
Oh my God. I need to watch this immediately. Immediately.
It's something. I will say you will like the I think you'll like the art style of it. Because it's like a weird like folded kind of like animation. Like if you could fold paper the way it looks like I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Like, is it giving like I was gonna say South Park. But do you know how South Park was originally made like from cut paper, like
yeah, I could see
figures?
that, yeah.
But I'm assuming
South Park is such a good show. Like it's terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's such a good show.
humor-wise, yes.
Terrible.
However, do you laugh? Yeah, a little bit.
I haven't watched any new South Park recently. Are they still making it? I know Family Guy
No
ended,
clue. Oh my God, did it?
I think.
Oh.
Or it was supposed to end or something. We're gonna fact check myself before I'm like, oh my God, Family Guy?
We love fact checking on here. We try our best sometimes. Well, to be
No, it's
honest,
still running. Wait,
oh,
no, just
okay.
kidding. This is the AI overview. We don't trust AI.
No, we do not. We do not trust that.
It was renewed till 2030, up to its 27th season,
Oh,
while its 24th season will premiere in spring 2026.
okay. All right.
Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. Maybe you didn't hear it hear it here first, but in case you weren't aware.
I swear to God, they were like talking about canceling it.
Mhm.
But you know,
Well, I
who
guess
am I
not.
to who am I to tell people news? I don't know.
Who am I to be a newscaster and tell news?
I say that as if we don't have this podcast where we talk about music news.
Yes. For all your music news updates and personal stories, it's truly something special.
I feel like I gotta think of some good stories that have happened to me to tell on the podcast because like sometimes like I feel bad because sometimes I like cut you off or we're like talking about something and I'm like, holy shit, I have this like really relevant thing, but it's probably like so unrelevant. But we need to have like a random story day where we just tell the most absurd stories that have happened to us.
Honestly, that would that's just so us to do that, I feel like, because like, I don't know. We do have a lot of those moments. Or at least Morgan definitely has like
I'll literally
random ass moments that I'm like, what?
I will literally text Kaitlyn and I'll be like, you're not gonna believe what the fuck just happened. And it's like, why?
I love when texts start like that. It's the best. Oh my God. No, 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 no,
You know what's
no.
crazy is I don't think we planned ahead enough for this.
Oh, well, recently I've recently I've been doing this stupid ass thing where it's just because like honestly I can't even say it's because I've been playing too much Mario Party because like it's not true, but I'll just randomly be like ooh, or like you know how Yoshi you know how Yoshi sounds sometimes where it's just like wow. Well, he's sticking his tongue out, so he's like, wow. But I can't do that and like talk at the same time because that's a little difficult. I don't know how he does it.
You should so we have a friend and every time he invites me over for game night that like tends to be what we play is like Mario party. You should come over next time he hosts one
Mm-hmm.
because it gets competitive. There's a
Oh,
lot of cursing.
oh boy. We all know how much I love competitive nature.
It's so bad.
It's really bad. Well, I don't know how, like, I'm a little scared
You
of
should be.
competitive nature.
You should be.
I'm terrified.
But yeah, I've been playing. I got back in, like, mind you, this never left my soul. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old. I've been playing so much fucking Pokemon. It's not even funny. Um, but and like last year, I had like a really big kick of it because I was trying to get some of the games that I like don't have. I
Mm-hmm.
forget why. I forget what kickstarted it, but there's a new game coming out this year,
Ooh.
and it's a Legends game. And the Legends games are the greatest ones, even though there's only one out, and I love it so much. Um,
They're the greatest. There's only
it's
one,
so
but
good.
they're the greatest.
I
High
just
standards.
the Legends game that's coming out this year is based off of one I just replayed. Well, technically I didn't just replay it. I had the one version of it when it first came out when I was like 11, and then my mom found me the other one at a flea market. After
Right
this,
on.
mind you, this is after I reset the other one so I can go play it. But I just replayed the other version just so I can get the other Pokemon, you know. Um, so it's based off of that. So now I'm refreshed for the story. But also, I have like specific Pokemon that I had to go to GameStop to get. So I'm like, do I want to reset some of these games so I can play them, or do I just want to like leave it with my Pokemon that will never be able to come back into this game? Like, I don't know. So also, I've been collecting Pokemon cards. It's so bad.
Morgan has no money. So many Pokemon cards.
If anybody is nerdy enough to know what I'm talking about, I pulled the Umbreon EX from Prismatic Evolutions, and that was the greatest day of my life. I'll put a picture right here.
You know what else you should put a picture of? Your lovely art project.
Oh my God. So, said friend, we're gonna name drop him. My friend Kamran.
I love that he just gets name dropped. Everybody else is like, my friend. But anyway, continue.
No, screw him. No, just kidding. Love you, Kamran. One of my best friends. Terrible person. Love him. I'm kidding. He's not terrible, and if he listens to this, he's gonna actually like text me and be like, "Do you think I'm that bad?" And I'm gonna be like, "No."
You think he's listening?
No. But anyways, my friend Kamran also he doesn't like it as much as I like it. I don't know if he's played like the DS games or anything, but I know he's played like a Switch game or two. Um, and I know he plays Pokemon Go, but his favorite Pokemon is Riolu. And inserting picture of Riolu. So he's like a little dog thing. He's cute. I like him. Um, I found a little stuffed Riolu that I was gonna give him for the holidays. But because I'm me and I like going all out, I decided I was gonna make him a Pokeball to go with it, to put it in there, because I was like, I'm creative. I also have never built 3D sculpture things, really, specifically out of cardboard, or have really done paper mache, which is what I did to build this Pokeball. I'm sorry, not Pokeball, it's a Master Ball. Gotta be factually correct.
Correction, asterisk.
Master Ball. So I should probably put a picture of what it was supposed to look like here. And then we'll put the actual picture of what it turned. I asked my friend because I had to text him to be like, hey, can you send me a picture of this? Because I kind of need a reference because I'm making a Death Star the same way for an event for my work. So I'm making a cardboard Death Star because why wouldn't I?
Which sounds awesome.
Until you remember that I'm me, and this is what the Master Ball looks like.
Like, hey, we like you can only go up from here. Improvements can only be made.
That's so true until you remember I am me, and I feel like Kaitlyn just needs a little reminder of what this first one looked like because, like, dear God, it was not good.
Listen, the more you practice, the better it looks.
I went to my work to get cardboard boxes on Saturday. I had one of my friends coming over on Saturday night, so I was like, "You're gonna help me build it." He took one look at it and went, "That's gonna be a Death Star." It's a cardboard box, mind you. He's not creative, but he was like, "That's gonna be a Death Star." Like, no, it's not. And I was like, I'm not showing him the picture of the master ball because I'm not getting made fun of relentlessly for this.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna have to trust the process. I'm gonna have to trust the process because I am me. We'll see how this goes. I'll have to update later.
Yes. Although I have a suggestion for you. When you make it, maybe you should have different size circles. That way you can like make different levels and like stack. Does that make sense? Like you have like a bigger circle here, then a
Oh,
smaller
like give me
one.
something to build it off of.
Yes, 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 yes,
That would
yes.
probably see the thing about the master ball is it opens because why wouldn't it?
Or you just do it in two different sets. Well, I guess the Death Star doesn't need to open, so
No,
it's
so
fine.
that because it's for my work. I'm hanging basically where I work, we do events every year for like we have big drops like throughout the year. But every July drop we do some we go in the I just I gotta bark that out because if you know what that is. Yeah. We go through like this book and we pick out the topic. Um this year our options were video games or Star Wars because Star Wars is celebrating the 20th anniversary of episode 3. So I was like, yeah, well that'll be one of our options or video games. But then Star Wars won by one. I was the deciding vote because I really did not want to dress up like a Pokemon trainer because I'm like my life has been revolving around Pokemon too much for the last few months. It's gonna be Star Wars.
Which I find
Not
to be kind of surprising.
I know, but at the same time, I'm like Star Wars has also been my life for the last few months somehow. Someone explain that. I don't even like Star Wars. But I did buy a shirt from Target. I will be wearing that.
Okay.
It has all the villains on it. So, and I think it says "Come to the dark side."
Come to the dark.
But yeah, so I'm making a Death Star so I can hang it from like the entrance.
That's gonna be so exciting.
People are gonna look at it and be like, "What the fuck is that supposed to be?"
No, they won't. They're gonna look at it and be like, wow, look at this well-crafted Death Star.
Do you want to help?
Well, I didn't say I'm just kidding. I'll help if you want me to. Because then when I'm explaining,
I
like
know.
maybe I'll be
I
able
think
to
I know what you mean because it's like just cut out like circles to like build the base around. Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought like main circle in the middle, one that's slightly smaller than this circle, up above it, but you put like a like not like a stand, but like a piece of cardboard in between, and then like another smaller circle, smaller than this one, and like you like
I
keep
foresee
going.
a lot of hot. See, I think for the master ball too, I use tape. I think I should hot glue this.
You used tape? Girl,
It had to open.
I know, but tape. Tape is
So
crazy.
here's the thing. When we're looking at this, my picture right here.
Yeah.
First of all, I have only paper mache'd one time in my life, and I was 8 years old, and I guarantee you it was not me doing it. So, this master ball being covered in paper mache also wasn't stuck down all the way properly. So, like,
Yeah.
if you touch some of like the inside of it, especially, you'll like feel that there's space between the cardboard and the paper.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't line up properly. I don't even know how I did that because I painted them together. I literally painted the little center part together, I
Mm-hmm.
think. I don't know how that became uncentered. It's just so square. It's so square.
Again, like I said, there's only room for improvement.
Maybe I'll make a business out of this. Making cardboard balls.
Are you in need of a Death Star or a Master Ball? You've come to the right place. Welcome. This is commitment issues. However, this is also an ad for
Cardboard balls.
for cardboard balls by Morgan. Do you have the best balls ever? Give her a call. Anyway, so that's gonna go on Instagram as a reel. Get people interested. Get
We're gonna go film an entire ad for this.
We'll see if that happens. We could go so all out with it. Like
really
so
could.
all out. We could just be like, oh, we're making business cards, we're making advertisements.
We tried to make a fake business card to give to the ad. We made this ad barricade, mind you, for Dear Seattle. Can I have it? For the
Oh yeah.
I'm literally putting this in the Instagram post.
Yeah.
Like
And I mean, to be fair, we didn't end up showing it to them because we're like, okay, maybe this is a little bit much. But when you're at concerts and you're like, there's nothing wrong with like talking to people about
No.
like what you're doing. I think it's the way you go about
Oh,
it
yeah.
is like makes a huge difference. If you're like talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, whatever, and they're like trying to change the subject, and it's like, all right, well maybe they don't want to do it, or like that's fine, whatever. But like honestly, at the end of the day, we like,
First of all, we were mainly joking about this. It was
yeah,
mainly a joke,
yeah,
but
and we didn't actually like show them the
yeah.
business card. But like even like Morgan and I'll reach out to people because like that's how you like see if people want to be on the podcast. You just have to take like a risk and be like, hey, maybe if I reach out,
I
like,
will say,
okay.
I think our only like downfall is that we're such a small podcast, and by such a small podcast, I mean we average maybe like 5 listeners per episode, which is fine, totally
Yeah.
fine. We
Gotta
do this
start
for fun.
somewhere.
This is literally fun.
Exactly. It's not like we're trying to be influencers full time.
Hey,
You know
listen,
what I mean?
about face
But if you want to blow us up,
about face, if you want to hire me, I will be one of your influencers.
Morgan could talk about face and how much about face she has used like this
Okay,
past year alone.
I
Maybe
will
even
say
2
I'm a little
years.
sad because I did buy one of the holographic about face makeup things, and it doesn't stick to my eye.
Oh, well, that's
It's a little
sad.
upsetting, but whatever.
Yeah.
Who am I to complain? But whatever.
Yeah.
Everything else really slays. I'm in love with About Face. It's a problem. Halsey, hire me.
Halsey.
I will. It is Halsey's brand, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Halsey's.
okay. I don't know. I know that, and I don't know why I second guess myself.
You shouldn't second guess yourself, Queen.
No.
You were correct. Also, gotta say, it's a quick segue. Halsey's, like, the pictures from her tour, fucking amazing. Oh my God. It's like so theatrical and like, oh, just everything about it's so good. And like, first of all, if you haven't listened to The Greatest Impersonator, you need to listen. It's incredible. It is amazing. I need to buy either the vinyl or the CD. I couldn't recommend it more. Please go listen. But yeah, that's my whole spiel.
From my understanding, she made it because she thought it was gonna be her last album,
Yeah.
and this is like was supposed to be her last tour. Or no, she wasn't even supposed to tour because I think she was like super sick or whatever.
Yeah. Which,
But
like, thank God that Halsey is still here, a living legend.
she's dating Avin, or no, she's engaged to Avin Johia. I don't know how to say his name, but it's Beck from Victoria's.
Yes.
What a king.
Abden Jogia? Something like that.
I think it's something like that.
We're trying our best.
Avin, if you want to come on the podcast.
Let's talk about that book, shall we? Poetry.
Did I give it to you?
You did not.
Oh my God.
But to be fair, I've also been like in the middle of books. I haven't like finished some books. I've been put them on pause. I've started new ones. I've bought new ones.
See, I keep taking Kaitlyn to the bookstore and I'm like, give me your discount.
Yeah.
By the way, I need you to give me your discount.
This is how I find it
on the podcast.
That's so funny. But yeah, we should do another like reading one, I feel like.
Oh my God.
We had a little reading episode before where we chit chat about
Yeah,
books.
we've talked about books, we've talked about Wattpad.
Yeah.
We gotta do a little book club.
Book club.
A little Wattpad book club.
No, because that'd be so good.
I would listen.
I don't know about you.
We gotta
guys.
listen. No, here's the thing. We gotta read. You know how Austin has his podcast where he literally just reads Wattpad stories by himself?
Yeah.
We gotta read like some of, maybe not like specifically the water parks ones, but like go in and find like the worst like short stories we could find about like the bands we like.
Oh my God. That'll definitely have to be added on to a later episode.
Oh yeah.
Will it be the next one? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
Next one will be our 1 year anniversary episode. Yeah. We should do something for that.
I know, we gotta make it special. I just think like, I don't know. A lot of like, not like a lot. My one friend that like listens is always like, I think it's so cool they're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like we're just being silly and just like making stuff.
You know how influencers will do the thing where they have the balloons and it's like 1 million? We just get a number 1 balloon and we're like, one.
They're like 1,000,000, 1,000, 100. We're like
1 year.
1 year.
One.
You don't get to know. That we can commit to is this podcast. It's not even actually, but like, yeah, that's
Listen, we've been doing our best.
Mm-hmm.
Life is a little busy.
Yeah. Can you blame us? Not really.
We know it's been a while.
Yeah,
We know it's been a while.
but it's okay.
But listen, Austinite saw our last post, so who's really complaining here?
Who's laughing now? I don't know why I said that. I'm really sorry. Oh my goodness.
Also, before we go, I want to show. Look what I did.
Oh my God, can you pick it up?
Yes.
I was really scared it was just
They're
gonna
Legos.
break. Oh, look at the puppy.
This is my dog Violet. I don't know how well you can hear me because my mic is on the table. It's Violet. Look at her. She's less menacing in this than she is in real life.
She's a cutie. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
I've had this since January and I just finished it this weekend. But to be fair, I stopped working on it and then the power went out last week. So then I was like, well, I'll just work on it with the power out. And then I had it out and we just started working on it. So I was like, yeah, now it's done.
Never too late. And look at it now. Now you have it done and you can just
We're gonna frame it. My dad wants to frame it and then he wants to frame like the reference photo it came with.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think it's about time that we put a little bow on this and wrap it up.
I agree.
I could have said something so much worse, but I decided not to.
Were
Anyway,
you gonna go the condom route?
yeah, but I was like, my people I know listen to this, so just kidding.
It's okay. People actually, I don't know how caught up my mother is, but my mother was our #1 supporter for a while.
Yay.
I don't think she's very caught up though.
Who knows?
Anyways, see you guys later. Thanks for listening to our 20th episode. We've made it so far.
I know. Just wait until we get to 50 episodes.
We're gonna be so annoying.
Yes, we are, but it'll be fun. Alrighty.
Bye.